What's up, y'all? It's Cole Swindell here. My new CD is out today. It's called You Should Be Here. And I want to welcome y'all to my Bobby Bones Ask Anything Chat. You've been asking questions for the past 2 weeks, and now it's my turn to sit down and give you some answers. So we're going to get started with Donna from Cincinnati. Donna wants to know, do you ever introduce yourself as Colden? Are you named after someone? You know, I've gone by Cole pretty much my whole life. My mother named me after her dad, which his name was Colden Rainey, which kind of sounds like a weather forecast, I guess. I used to, kind of people picked on me when I was little for the name sounding like a weather forecast, but now I'm proud of that name, and my granddad always told me not to forget where I came from, so it's pretty hard to when you're named after him. So. But hey, I like my name Colden, just always go by Cole. Morgan wants to know, do you plan on adding an Alabama date to your down home tour this year? Because it would really rock if you did, because then I'd get to come. How about that? Morgan, Alabama, you're from the South like me. I'm from Georgia, so Alabama is a great state, great place for country music. So I will let my folks know that the down home tour, we need to look at Alabama, and hopefully we can get you to a show. Morgan, thank you so much. I see you're from Montevallo. Right? Are you friends with Sam Hunt? Because he's my friend. I'm kidding. Here we go. Vanessa from Brazil. Whoa, Vanessa sending it all the way from Brazil right here. What was the biggest inspiration to make the new album? Wow, I don't know. A lot of things inspire me, but I think just, getting a taste of what it's like to do this and do what I love. The first album, I'm so proud of it, and the fact that it's gone platinum is something I never, ever could have dreamed of, seriously. Like, there's been some surprising things that have happened, but that's one I cannot believe. So just knowing that I had fans out there that wanted to hear more music, and I had songs that needed to be written, and getting to touch on subjects I didn't for my first album is really the biggest inspiration. So thanks for the question all the way from Brazil. I hope to get over your way and let you come see a live show sometime. Terry from Tampa. When you wrote songs for all those artists, do you think now, I should have kept some of those for myself? Everybody always asks that, and I don't know. For me, it's kind of an easy answer. No, I don't think so. If I wouldn't have, maybe if my first 4 or 5 songs didn't do as well as they would have, people may have questioned that I should have kept some of those for myself. But for me, that's a big compliment. I've always been a songwriter, and for people like Luke Bryan, Thomas Rhett, Florida Georgia Line, they're great songwriters themselves. So for them to think a song I wrote was good enough for them to record was a big compliment. So I still get to play them live in my show, and I think a lot of people do know I wrote those songs, but some don't, and they get to learn something new about me as an artist every night. Bethany from Jacksonville, what's your favorite color? Probably blue. Blue's probably my favorite color. If you're talking about a vehicle, I've always owned a black truck, so those, I'll go with blue though. Sounds a little better. Here we go. William from Commerce. Let's see here. Your recent song, You Should Be Here, is about your father. After losing him, how hard was it to refocus on your career, or did you use that tragedy to motivate you more by working harder, by throwing yourself into your work? I lost my wife while deployed to Iraq, so I can't relate to losing a parent, but wow. William, thank you so much for your question, man. That is, I don't know, that's a tough question, but you having lost your wife while deployed to Iraq, man. See, stories like this are why I do what I do, and just people sharing their stories. For me, opening up and sharing my experience about You Should Be Here with my dad, now I get to hear stories like this that is absolutely heartbreaking. But I did. I think that's what he would have wanted me to do. It was right when I got my record deal. He was so proud, and just hearing all of his friends and other parts of my family talk about how much he always talked about me really really kept me going. And I know that He's watching over me. There's no doubt. And I also want to thank you for everything you've done for our country. And that's I don't know. That stories just are heartbreaking. But thank you for your support. And you come out to a show anytime, buddy. Sadie from Grand Forks. What has been the most exciting part about writing the You Should Be Here album? I'll just, knowing that I've got new songs to play live, new songs for the fans to hear, and, just getting to write with some of my favorite writers that I've always dreamed about writing with, and now, here we are writing a bunch of these songs on these albums. So, writing is always fun to me, but just knowing that I've got new people to hear them, if nobody heard them, it wouldn't be as fun, but just that, anxious to get this album out and just to hear. I wrote 7 songs and 5 songs I did not write, so that's new for me. I usually write a lot of my stuff, but this one I found 5 songs that I wish I would have written, so we put those on there. So I got some exciting ones I did write and some that I didn't. Jennifer from Indy. What's your favorite kind of beer to drink? The cold kind. Any kind that's cold. I'm really not that picky. Back home, Miller Lite gets put down a lot. Miller Lite, as in drinking, but to me, I like just different kinds of beers, trying different things. I don't know. I'm so random. I feel like I could go and just order a different one every time, just to try something new. I'm adventurous. I like to try new things. So, Jennifer, whatever kind of beer you want to buy me, that's my favorite. Free beer. That's what I should have said. Marissa from Savage. How do you compare your new album to your debut album? Well, I don't know. My debut album went platinum, and this album isn't even out yet, so it's a little nerve-wracking to even think, how am I going to follow that up? But I honestly believe that this is the best work I've ever, it's only my second album, but I've been writing songs for years, and I think this is the best work I've ever done as a songwriter, a singer, all of it. Finding the right songs, even if I didn't write them. I think it's my job to make sure you fans get the best album that you can get, and that's why I'm doing this. I love good songs, so I want to make sure. I hope you love all 12 as much as I do. So I think the songs are going to be a little deeper, maybe touch on some new subjects that I didn't get to, but it's still going to have some fun stuff like the first album. So just you get you a copy and let me know what you think about it. Let's see here. Megan from New York. When you aren't on the road, what do you do for fun? Oh man, laundry. That's what that's about all I have time to do really these days, but so busy promoting the album. But no, just honestly, play golf is what I love. As some of you already know, I love to play golf. Anything, going to a sports game. Just a week or so ago, took the bus down to a Braves game and just to hang out with the folks and just have a good time. It's hard when you're on the road all the time. It's hard to find things to do, but when I'm off, I kind of like to rest and just chill out. But when you're gone all the time, it's hard to sit still. So I'm always playing golf or watching a game, doing something. Chelsea from Appleton. What song are you most excited for fans to hear? Well, all of them, Chelsea, but I think right now, Middle of a Memory is it's the next single. It's the brand new single, so I'm kind of anxious to know what you think and the rest of the world thinks about Middle of a Memory, so hope you like it. All right, here. One more. Oh, Peter from Bristol. Did you ever think about recording Beer in the Headlights for this album? That is one of my favorite questions, man. I thought about it, but I think I thought twice as soon as I realized that Luke Bryan's album had sold like a couple million copies. So a lot of people have heard it, but it is one of those songs. If there is a song that I would record myself, I think it would be Beer in the Headlights. Roller Coaster. People ask me why I didn't keep this song or this song, but Roller Coaster, Give Me Some of That, This Is How We Roll. Those are all big hits for big artists. So yeah, Beer in the Headlights is one of my favorites, man. That song though, I will tell you this. When I wrote Beer in the Headlights and Luke recorded it, I did say if I wrote another song that I felt that I loved that much, I was keeping it, and I wrote Chillin' It within like the next 2 months, and that's how it all started. So thank you all so much for your questions. Ask anything. You know, if you ever catch me online, just ask me anyway. I love to be active with my fans and the people that, you know, spend their money and their time promoting what I love to do. So thank you, Bobby Bones, and hope you've enjoyed hearing some of these answers. Y'all come see us on the road. New album out today. You should be here.